Sunrise Radio. Sunrise Radio. Playing the best mix of music.
Time now is exactly 18 minutes after 10 o'clock. And as promised, I'm joined in the studio by, I've been calling him Dr. Selva all morning on air. And he walks into the studio and within 5 minutes, he's like, no, just call me Selva. We're on first name terms already. CEO of Regent Group, a London-based education skills and training development company. And welcome, Selva, to Sunrise.
Thank you, Sonia. Thanks for inviting.
You're very welcome. Right, so today we're predominantly going to be talking about Thinking into Character programme. This sounds ever so interesting to me, and it's perfect timing to be talking about something like this, right? Tell us more about it.
That's right. I think, the A-level results came yesterday, and this particular programme is specifically aimed at young students at the age of 14 to 26. Right. And it's about how to build character. And how we can overcome. It's a life-changing program based on hundreds of years of research about how successful people are successful. Mm-hmm. Is it luck or is it a methodology? And in a particular class, sometimes you have the same number of students with the same teacher and the same environment. Mm-hmm. One student get an A star, the other student get a D.
Absolutely.
Why is that?
Thinking patterns there.
And then is there anything that we can do? And this is where the curiosity came. Mm-hmm. And then this research I've been doing for a number of years. And then we produced this program. We in fact launched yesterday.
Wow.
On the A-level results day. So we are very excited.
So how was the idea actually born? I mean, was there an experience or a number of experiences that made you stop and think, do you know what, we really need to develop something that will change young people's thinking and actions towards building a positive future?
I think it started with when we started the organisation in 2000, myself, my wife and my late father, we conceived the idea that our ethos was the end of education is character. Mm. And now we have really developed a program, not only to just tell them in words, but a methodology to show. So, but it's really started why successful people are successful, how that one person is able to achieve a particular thing, regardless sometimes of the educational background or the environment, and another person doesn't. So that sort of driven me to do that. But it all started at Harvard Business School, where I was fortunate enough to study under Professor Clayton Christensen. And it's interesting, on one of the lectures he turned around and said, you really need to understand the law made by people, our men, our women, and the law of the universe, the natural laws. And you really need to understand that. And once you understand those laws of nature, that's how things are created.
Absolutely.
And when you create things, then you're successful.
Yeah.
So that's where the starting point was.
What you think is what you become, sort of thing. It all leads into that, doesn't it, at the end of the day?
Absolutely. And
brilliant.
That's what every successful person has done.
Yes. About 3%, isn't it, of people? Is it 3% of people who are successful in life? And the rest of, I was going to say the rest of us, we're not part of but you know what I mean? It's like you have the odd few who are extremely successful, and I understand where you're coming from. What is it that actually drives them onto the right path and making all the right decisions and the right actions, of course?
And also it depends what is success. And I think in our program, we define success. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal. Yeah. So success to each individual is different, and it's so personal. Absolutely. And therefore it's sometimes we always relate success to financial, but that could be a side product of the success. But that's not success itself unless that was their goal. Yeah. So we emphasize success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal or a worthy goal. And in fact that's sort of lesson one, sort of sets the tone of what do you really want to be, what do you really like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how we kickstart the whole program.
So we're talking here of transforming people's thinking and even personalities, to a degree. So when you're transforming, what you're really doing is changing habits, right? And paradigms and thinking patterns. So,
absolutely.
What sort of challenges can someone expect to sort of come across whilst on this program?
I think you're just sort of talking about some of the key words. It is habits, and we and the motivation and habits are, and then people say in our program, and we emphasize that people get motivated to start things. You actually finish things when you change your habits.
True.
And that's why, you start on something and then you stop it after, because that's motivation.
Yeah.
But the habit changes and paradigms are inbuilt into our psychic. So the philosophy of our program is very simple. It's constant pace repetition.
Yes. Yeah.
You do the things and over and over and over again. That becomes a habit. It's like learning a piano, learning music.
Yes.
So suddenly you don't think when you're singing or when you're playing. It just happens. It's like driving. You learn the theory test. And if you don't know how to drive, what's the point of learning the theory test?
Absolutely.
And as the whole ethos is that. And we believe that the change of habits can only happen on an emotional impact. Normally it's negative. But the positive way to do that is, and then our program enables, because it all happens from here in the phone. So young students can just learn from it anywhere they want.
Yes.
And then they can effectively do that every day, 20 to 30 minutes. Don't worry about and think about what's the impact. Just do it every day and things will.
Brilliant. Well, they say habits take approximately, about 66 days to change, I think, something like that. They're saying, well, you get different scores, don't you? Some people say 40 days, some say 66. We're going to find out shortly how long it may take on this programme before you can transform your personality and habits. But first, let's go ahead and play some more music.
Hey, it's Raj Guy and Vanessa from The Breakfast Show.
Catch us every weekday morning from 6 a.m.
And don't forget to download the free Sunrise Radio app for your iPhones or your Android devices.
And follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel.
And we'll see you at 6 a.m. Monday to Friday right here for The Breakfast Show on Sunrise Radio.